You are welcome to online tutorial class Chemistry Jamb 2022. This is going to be a revision class. Teacher in charge, my name is Oloruntoba Kayode. You can follow me up on my social media handles, Oloruntoba Kayode Shegun, both Facebook, Instagram, then Chemistry Apostle on YouTube. Chemistry Apostle on YouTube to get more of my videos. Today we want to quickly look at the first session of our revision class, 20 topics in Jamb that Jamb repeats frequently. One of it is separation techniques. Please, students, read on separation techniques, and when you are reading separation techniques, you need to read those methods, all the separation techniques that we have, and why do we use those separation techniques. Another one is compound and mixture. Compound and mixture, examples of compound, then examples of mixture. We use separation techniques to separate mixtures, and before we use any separation techniques, the mixture must possess a specific physical property like density, like boiling point and melting point. Then fundamental particles of atom. Fundamental particles of atoms talk about ions, electron, proton, neutron. All these ones you are expected to know them. How to calculate molar mass, atomic mass, relative atomic mass. Now, mole concept. For mole concept, definition of mole is not that much important for Jamb, but what you are expected to know for this mole concept is one, balancing of chemical equation, how you can swing from volume to mole, from volume to mass, and atomic structure. Atomic structure talks about the nature of electron. Atomic structure, and this what we are expected to learn here is electronic configuration using SPDF, 1s2, 2s2, and so on and so forth. Then this atomic structure, you are also expected to know the people that work on the discovery of those ions, electrons. Chemical bonding. Majorly, we have two types of chemical bonding. We have electrovalent bond, which is also known as ionic bond. Then we have covalent bond. So you are expected to know the examples of electrovalent compound and examples of covalent compounds. Gas laws and kinetic theory. Gas laws, we have about 7 gas laws. Please, students, make sure you read all these gas laws and the calculations under them. Then kinetic theory. Kinetic theory, we have like 5 kinetic theory. You need to understand this kinetic theory and their application. Also, acid, base, and salt. Acid, base, and salt is a very voluminous topic, but the main important thing in this acid, base, and salt is to identify strong acid, identify strong base, and then salt. Combination of acid and base give back to salt, and salt, all salts are ionic compounds. Okay, periodic table. Periodic table, you are expected to have studied modern periodic law, which says that the properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. Then periodicity. Periodicity, also properties of elements in the periodic table. Then nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry talks about radioactivities. Now, all these topics, there are questions under them that you can actually go through. 11. quantitative and qualitative analysis. Actually, this one is the test for either you are testing for cations or you are titrating, calculations under titration. Chemical equilibrium. This topic is very, very important. Chemical equilibrium, most of the time, the factors that affect a system in equilibrium, like temperature, like pressure, like concentration. You are expected to know how this change in factors affects any system in equilibrium. Then water pollution, contamination of water that make it unfit to drink. You are expected to know how to test for water and what are the water pollutants, e.g. like oil spillage. Okay, now solubility, the major thing on solubility is calculation, and the formula for solubility is the same thing as formula for molarity during quantitative and qualitative analysis. Redox reaction. In this redox reaction, you are expected to know how to balance a redox reaction. Then definition of redox reaction in terms of electron transfer. When we say redox reaction, I mean reduction and oxidation. Electrolysis. This electrolysis, the most important part of this electrolysis is calculations under electrolysis. In the next session today, we are going to look at a few questions on this. Okay, non-metals. Non-metals is very, very voluminous. Very, very, because it can't even be grouped under one topic. There are so many questions under non-metals. Then metals too. Metals, then organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is a very wide topic. Even for O level, we have it in 3 segments: organic chemistry 1, organic chemistry 2, and organic chemistry 3. Organic chemistry 1 talks about hydrocarbon majorly. Hydrocarbon, when you are talking about alkane, that's organic chemistry 1. Organic chemistry 2 talks about carbohydrates, starting from arachnoic, arcanone, arachnoate. Now, quick one. Let me quickly give us tips for the Jamb. Tips for the Jamb. What are those things that you are expected to know? I know some of you are writing this down for the very first time. Firstly, effective time management. By now, you should have a proper timetable. What you do, what you read per day. And by the time you read, please make sure you put down some points. Positive mindset. My student, I want to tell you that you can score over 200. You are not a dullard. God has created you very well. Now, another thing you must know is that accept your uniqueness. You are different from other people. Scientists have made us to know that your fingerprint is not the same as any other fingerprint in the world, and that shows that you are unique. Accept the fact that you are unique. You are not a dullard. Then leverage on friends. There are some friends that they know some topics more than you. Please make sure you meet them, ask questions about what you have read. Then treat past questions. Like I said earlier, that today we are going to treat past questions in our next session. And then prayers. Please pray. Everything requires prayer. All this one, by the time you work, then you still pray. I pray that you write this exam. Almighty God will bring everything you read to